No respect around here. Welcome to the Gaming Galleon! Ahoy, my friends! Ahoy! Once again, welcome to the Gaming Galleon. If you've never been here, be prepared for your perception of what amateur broadcasting can be. I mean, change. That made no sense. Wow, we're already starting off good. Blaming the parrot. All right. Welcome to the Gaming Galleon, my friends. I'm Captain Raz, and I'm your host for the next hour. As, I don't know, man. We take you to exotic locations with exotic pets and play video games while we're there. On a pirate ship. Why go outside the pirate ship? We'll go there. We can tick it off that we were there. But rather than go around and, see the sights, let's just play video games. How's that sound, huh? This is a show that's been many, many years in the making. Many years. Almost as long as the show itself. Maybe, yeah. Almost as long as the show itself. Wow, that's crazy. It all came back to years ago when our buddy Pat the Swallow, who says he's the chef here on the ship, but hasn't made dinner in years, at least for anybody here. He was getting rid of his 360 collection. He had a whole box of them, and he pulled out a game that I'd never heard of before. And he said, check this one out. You ever play this game? Now, I rolled my eyes immediately. It's a 360. I don't know. At the time, the library... look. It's called Darkest of Days. What do we got here? It looks like some sort of, cavalry soldier, right? And, I don't know, he's shooting stuff. What's exciting about that? There's like 10 million of these games. Okay? Here's the change. Here's what's interesting. This is a time travel game. And it takes place in 4 different settings. The Civil War. Okay. Pre-World War I. Nothing too exciting there. World War II. We've seen it a million times. But then the final time period, the final level of the game, takes place in a little place called Pompeii. You guys ever hear of Pompeii? I'm sure you have. I think everyone has learned about Pompeii in school or outside of school. It's just too crazy of a story not to know. All right? I'll show you where we are. We're docked right on the bank of where Pompeii sits because it still exists today. Right about there on the ankle of the boot, out in Italy, that's us. Okay? And as you can see, there's Pompeii. Okay? Fascinating stuff. Here's the history of Pompeii if you don't know, okay? About 2,000 years ago, this really ritzy part of Rome, with about 11,000 people, was planted at the base of Mount Vesuvius. Okay? No big deal. The baby hadn't blown its top in 2,000 years. I'm talking! No live animals were hurt during the taping of this voyage. In February of 79 AD, this big earthquake hits, okay? And it's like, it's like a 6 on the Richter scale, okay? At least that's what it's equated to today. No big deal. These things happen all the time. Nobody in Pompeii really cared. However, deep down in Mount Vesuvius, the crust cracks a little bit and starts sending magma up, like bubbling crude, into the belly of Mount Vesuvius. The top of Mount Vesuvius, since it hadn't erupted in 2 millennia, is just covered with rock. As far as everybody knew, it was just a mountain, right? I can't feed you. Do I need to shut you off? It's going to be a long show. So, month after month, the magma starts pouring into the hollowed out Mount Vesuvius, basically turning it into a massive pressure cooker. Okay? This continues all the way into August. No one in Pompeii is the wiser. Okay? August hits, and all of a sudden, there's so much pressure in Mount Vesuvius that this entire thing, like a big pimple, pops. And all of that hot air that's been seeping, crushing itself up against the top of Mount Vesuvius, bursts out the top so quickly and so hot is this steam coming out of Mount Vesuvius. So fast does it go into the atmosphere that it doesn't dissipate like most steam does. It gets shot so high up, so quickly, with such a high temperature, into such a cold temperature that it doesn't come into vapor. It becomes pumice, which is essentially sponge, and starts to just encapsulate the atmosphere over Pompeii. This is the middle of the day, okay? All of a sudden, it's nighttime in Pompeii, and nobody knows what's going on. Okay, gladiators are running around getting drinks. Slavers are doing what they need to do. Have you ever heard of a fuller, by the way? Wow, those slaves had it rough. Basically, there were these businesses. The dry cleaners, or the clothing cleaners, the laundromats, back in Roman times. I don't want to get graphic, but this is history, okay? They would gather the urine from the entire area, and then fullers would pour it into these big, like, basins. People with dirty clothes would bring their clothes to the fuller. They would take the clothes, dump it into the urine, and then slaves would have to stomp on it like you're crushing grapes for wine. Why? Because the acid in urine would eliminate things like grease stains, and that was the only way they knew how to do it. So just think about it. You're a slave in Pompeii. You're stomping away in urine. It's terrible, but it's business as usual for you. All of a sudden, the sky turns dark, and it starts raining sponges. And in addition to sponges, it starts raining rock too. Little bits of rock, but enough that if you get hit by it, you're out. Okay? Everybody starts going indoors. They're watching this sponge collect and collect and collect. It's dark out. Fires from all of the oil lamps that are all over the village start getting knocked over. Fires start happening. People have no choice but to lock themselves indoors and hope and pray that this ends. Meanwhile, Vesuvius is still going at it. It's still shooting hot steam into the atmosphere, and it continues to rain on Pompeii. Okay? But that's not the worst of it. The worst of it is when the half lava, half steam starts to ooze out of Mount Vesuvius straight down into Pompeii. Now, this stuff, not just itself, the vapor coming off it is so hot that as soon as it comes in contact with not necessarily with a person, just a dwelling is enough to bake it right through the pumice that's been collecting on roofs for hours, right through the inside of each house. Every house in Pompeii basically turns into an oven. An oven, a blast furnace, not even an oven. And it's so strong that every single person in Pompeii, by the end of 24 hours, has been cooked instantaneously through and through. We're talking like marrow boiling hot. Do you understand? Now, this is all essentially ash. And you know what people use ash for? To make markings, right? Charcoal? Think about it. This stuff cooks. Even the people who aren't in contact with it cooks them instantly. And by the end of 24 hours, 20 feet of this stuff has encapsulated Pompeii completely. A couple weeks go by, everything cools down. You got a couple of you got thieves coming by to what is now just 20 feet of ash. They start digging, start looking for jewels, do what they do. Eventually, all the stuff that's on top, for that level of technology 2,000 years ago, they back off and go about their lives. And civilization simply forgets about Pompeii. Move about 1,500 years into the future, and this aqueduct is being made by an architect, and they uncover what appears to be some sort of old building, and then another, and then another. The architect's brought in. He's like, don't we got a job to do? Who cares? Ignores it, and once again, nobody looks into it. 200 years pass, and that's finally when it's discovered again. And that's when they start uncovering Pompeii. And what do they find? They find the building is intact. They find graffiti on the walls from 2,000 years ago. People marking their names. Julie loves Billy. I'm sorry, this is Roman time. Julius loves Billicus. Okay? Art that has never been known. This is like a time capsule from the Roman era. And for the next 200 years, they begin to start excavating and continue to this day. Oh, and did I mention, in addition to the graffiti and the buildings, even the people who were cooked in seconds and covered in that vapor. The vapor solidifies and basically carbon copies everybody in there. So you got people laying in bed with their loved one, holding each other. They're not in pain because it's so fast. It's incredible. So we're going down into Pompeii. Time traveling. Basically, the plot of this game is the father of time, the inventor of the time machine you're using to travel to and from, has been kidnapped and brought for whatever reason to Pompeii. I would guess because if we put him there, nobody's going to be the wiser because everyone's about to be killed in Pompeii and no one will ever know. He'll just be another body. Perfect place to bring somebody of importance and get rid of him, right? Why do I not know the details? All right, look. it's been an incredibly busy week here. The big thing has been the Dirty Dozen is coming. It's this activity I do in February. There's 12 NES games that I play for the entire month, and every other game ever I refuse to touch for 30 days. Okay, it's just a silly one of these Twitch challenges. You know, what gimmick are these streamers going to come up with next? Okay? And I can't tell you how much getting prepared for this has severed ties with the rest of my life. A whole month. Been playing Tearaway for the Vita. It's amazing. I play it in the bathroom. No more bathroom breaks. What do we got here? Hearthstone. I play this every day at dinner. Every single day. I'm clicking cards away. Card combat game. I'm clicking away while I'm watching TV. No more of that. Guess I have to actually pay attention to my meal. Fire Emblem. $100 game. We've had it for 2 years. More than that. Maybe 5. It's about time we started playing it. I'm totally invested. No more of that. Outward. Oh my god, my game of the generation. This is a game that I play with friends and family. I get connected to them. We get invested. It's this whole big world. No more playing with friends and family. Oh, and of course there's this one. Game Center CX2, an import that I picked up because I heard about it. It never released here. I picked it up, played through it 5 years ago. The Japanese parts, because there is dialogue, I literally had... Am I putting you to sleep? I'm sorry. I'm almost done. I played through with a guide. What do I find on eBay last month? Oh, sure. Only the English translation that I've been waiting for 5 years. Oh, now it's out, but can we play it? No, not till next month. We had to prepare for this. We had to tell everyone about the NES games. I've got all this personal stuff going on as well. And I'm like, okay, we got to do Darkest of Days. And that's when Pat, who owned the game originally, said, by the way, Pompeii, it's on the last level of the game. So yesterday rolls around. I'm not even close to getting this done. Between procrastinating and having other productions to worry about coming up to the Dirty Dozen, I was on like the second level. There's no way. So what do? I call Pat, and I'm like, look, I gotta call in a ringer, man. You doing anything tomorrow? Can you come to the ship with me and motivate me to play this? After work, we'll meet there at noon. He's like, yeah, well, you're going to have to pay me. And I'm like, I'll get you dinner, okay? There's me getting the chef dinner. So we sit down, play this, and it's like 9 p.m. I got to go to bed. I got work at 3 in the morning. We're sitting here in the darkness of this stupid captain's quarters here on a derelict ship. And he's like, I got it covered. I'll get you to Pompeii. I'll set it up. Go down below deck, grab a hammock, get some sleep. And I was more than happy to. So we owe a big thank you to Pat for getting us to what could be the only time in video game history that Pompeii has ever been recreated. Pretty exciting stuff, huh? We're way over time, aren't we? We better get started. It's Darkest of Days. Darkest of Days. For the Xbox 360. How about that, huh? We got to get in there, find the Father of Time, and get the heck out. And have I mentioned I haven't looked at this? Okay? I'll show you where we're at. Look at this. Okay? Press start. That bubble being the bubble that you time travel through. So we got to get in there, run around Pompeii, find the Father of Time, completely blind, by the way, and then get out. Are we going to have the time to do this? Absolutely not. Let's get started. Pompeii, August 24th, 1979. Rendezvous with Dexter. Okay, here we go. Okay. Surprised it's not nighttime yet. There's Pompeii. Hello, Dexter? Hey! I know you're close. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, see, everybody's running out. You see the pumice coming down? They're trying to get out of here, but they don't realize how far this steam's gonna go. Oh, where is this guy? Dexter! Oh my God, look at that. Oh, man, Vesuvius is pissed. Can I say pissed? I guess I can, right? I mean, who's gonna shut us down? Maybe he's in this room. Where's my guns? Oh gosh. This was a mistake. Hello? Okay, maybe he's in here. Excuse me, pardon me. Yep. Death is the other way. That's right, you're running away from death. That's very good. Oh, there he is! Let's go! Okay. What, am I out of breath? Oh my God, what, the other side of this room? This house? Come on. Come on. Okay, here we go. This looks like this could be some sort of politician's place. This is one of the other time travelers.
Here he is. Morris, Bob. Bob Morris.
Hi, Bob.
Morris. A pleasure to meet you, sir.
Bob's our tech guru, and you two are gonna hijack the opposition's data stream. They've had a head start looking for coal, but that gives us an opportunity. We're gonna keep the opposition in the inner city busy with tactical interference, while you two sneak into their HQ in the amphitheater. Find a portable terminal,
okay.
tap into their data net,
all right.
know where they're
I'll follow the
going and
map.
what they're doing. Morris, your security detail for this op. Keep Bob safe while he does his thing.
I love
That's the plan. I've updated the battle.
Here, now we're talking.
If you're stocked up on
now we're
weapons and
talking.
ordnance, I'm ready to.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay, disable other portals that the other time travelers are getting in. Okay, here we go. Okay. Alright, now, look. We may hit some civilians. Master Chief alert. But let's keep in mind, this is Pompeii. Nobody's getting out of here alive, okay?
Might find some weapons and more ammo.
Now we're talking. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Back up. Oh jeez. Oh no! Please tell me that's the last save. Do we really got to come back already? Let's go one more time, real quick. I mean, look how long. We brought our own guns. We're time travelers, and we're fighting other time travelers to rescue this Father Time, so that they don't kill him, and I believe alter the timeline so that time travel doesn't exist. Okay? Get it? That means none of us exist, but hey, I don't know what to tell you. These guys are passionate. There's got to be some reason time cannot go on as planned. Time travel's dangerous. I mean, wouldn't it totally, Oh my God, who's shooting me? Ah! Oh God. Whew. Okay, there we go. I mean, look, if there was time travel, what would be the point of putting on the Super Bowl, right? Ah! I mean, DraftKings would be out of business. Maybe these guys are representative of DraftKings.
Termination protocol effective.
If we can blow up that thing. What do I just touch it? Touch it. Alright, cool. That one's disabled.
Clear the area by any means.
Okay. Excuse me. Pardon me. Where's the next one? Here we go. Alright, here we are. Oh, wow, we got gladiators. You guys leave me alone. Leave me alone, hoplites. Oh. Why would they be attacking anybody? I mean, it's raining lava and magma.
Careful, Morris. That's an automated kill.
Oh, boy. Just taking out everybody. Ah! Who's bad? Who's good? It's mass chaos here. Alright, let's see if we can take this thing down. If we can, then it's booty segment time. Oh! Okay, well, how do I kill it?
We have a hostile target.
Anybody got any ideas? Oh boy, this is a problem. I can't reach it. Do I have another weapon? How about this one? I don't think we're going this way. Oh boy. Alright, forget it. We're going around. Let me in! I'm like a superpowered time traveler, but I can't get over a fence. Oh my gosh. What is happening? I'll tell you what, this game is like the king of the invisible wall. I can't tell you how many invisible walls. Oh, he's on my side. Can I get over here now, please? Oh, God. Okay, we'll go around the fence. There we go. Ah! No, 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 no! Okay. Okay. Oh, my God. You know, it's a general rule that you rehearse, right? If you're going to do something like this. Sometimes you just got to go in blind, okay? I had literally no time. We're up against it. But hey, don't worry, the booty segment will always save us, right? Maybe not in this case. We got, I mean, they're deals. I'm not sure anyone would want them, though. Let's take a look. First of all, we got a little update. Alright, a little while back, we came across an SNES Mini. We've shown it on the show before. It was $30. Pretty nice deal. Okay? I think they were asking 40. We got them down to 30. Alright? Came with one controller. These things usually come with two. We only had one controller. Some good, you know, cables, whatever. But the interesting thing here is it's been sitting in a shelf, a drawer for months. Many months. We got this a long time ago, maybe in the summer. Like 6 months ago. And then I decided just on a lark to finally fire her up. Maybe check out some of the 20 games that come on this thing. All made by Nintendo. Excellent games. You know, Super Metroid, Donkey Kong Country, Street Fighter. I guess that's not made by Nintendo, but you know, Contra 3, Castlevania. You get the idea. All the classics, or at least a good amount of them, for 20. So we fire this guy up. Again, we got it loose. We got it for $30 in a random pawn shop. I was shocked to find out it's been modded. Somebody went through the trouble to add games to this thing and then sell it to a pawn shop. Now, there's not every SNES game on there ever, okay? But I counted it out. There's like 80, and they range from awesome to awful. Okay, we got, Donkey Kong 2 and 3's on there. Killer Instinct's on there. But then you get stuff like Mario's Missing, ABC Monday Night Football, Champion Pool, Clue. I guess Clue's not that bad, but I mean, who's gonna play it there? Sonic Blast, man, that's pretty cool. Super Bomberman 4, Super Mario All-Stars, which isn't on the mini. Nice to see that there. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 here, NBA Jam, Wheel of Fortune, and of course, WWF Rumble here. And, great, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Is she in Pompeii? I hope not. It's probably somewhere having a better show than this one. So there you go. I mean, it came out to 80 games plus the 20. 100 games, $30 on this little baby. Not a bad deal. All right. If you haven't played Skylanders, see you later. That's it. That's it. Good night. Yeah, it's a Skylanders lot, okay? We found it for $10, and we found it in a basin. It looked like this. Filled up, okay? If you haven't played Skylanders, you're simply judging a book by its cover, okay? It is an excellent action RPG with high production value, multiplayer, and really, the figures are a dime a dozen these days, except for the final iteration called the Imaginators. Now, most Skylanders, a good amount of them at least, are only about this big. They really kind of went all out with these Imaginators. And because they'd already made 5 games coming up to Imaginators, the market was extremely saturated, as was the consumers who had been buying these figures that are basically memory cards or downloadable content to play more Skylanders. So after 5 years, Skylanders was pretty much out the door. Nobody cared. So a lot of people did not go in on Imaginators. And if we've learned anything about collecting around here, it's that generally the final installment of a game is generally the most expensive one because it's comprehensive, at least when you're talking about old school stuff or collectible stuff. And in the case of Imagineers, Skylanders Imagineers, nobody really bought these. Except for whatever Yahoo had this lot. Now, these are very high detail. They're really cool. I really like the bases that the characters are on. You basically put these onto a little altar. Plug the altar into a console. Just put those anywhere. And as soon as you put him on there, his persona ends up in the video game. You can level him. Each guy's got a little skill tree. And then you can switch him out anytime you want with another one. Okay? And as you can see, these guys are pretty interesting. This guy's got 4 hands and a ninja stars. I mean, come on. That's interesting. Here's the special Easter edition of this guy. Wow. Pastel enough for you? Whew. Yikes. At the end of the day, there were 20 in here. And about 20 pieces. And it was $10. So we got our Imagineers for 50 cents each. I think that's a pretty fair deal. Because we didn't have any Imagineers. We kind of stopped at the 3rd game collecting these. Pretty much for this day. And I think we did alright. So we'll have to try out some Imagineers. Finally, just last weekend, I was driving through Lafayette, Indiana. Basically, every game store is up to speed right now. The only thing that seems to be falling through the cracks a little bit is sometimes you'll find a store that's flat rating these crappy plug-and-play figures. And this particular store is selling these figures for $2 each. They had 4 more Imaginators we didn't have. This guy's called Taekwon Crow, by the way. I like that. And then, but there's actually some cameos. Where's the other one? This one's pretty cool. A 4-legged cat with a staff. I think he's called Mysticat. Get it? But then there's actually a cameo by Crash Bandicoot in that. And if you put Crash on the little altar, he's even got his own little world. And then his antagonist, Nefarious, he's there too. Okay? 4 of those we bought at Lafayette. And in addition, just because we happen to know a market virtually no one knows about, Disney Infinity, I happen to have, again, for $2 each, 2 Hulkbusters. They don't look like much. Disney Infinity, frankly, sucks. All the characters basically play the same. It's not the best game. There's probably some fun to be derived by it, but it pales in comparison to Skylanders. However, Hulkbusters are still in demand for whatever reason. They're going for about $20 on Amazon. So if we sell these guys, which we already have, we got the 4 figures with Crash and Nefarious. 6 of them. It was buy 5 get 1 free, so we got 6 figures there for 10. Okay? If we sell the 2 Hulkbusters for 20 each, after Amazon takes their cut, and we spend the money to ship them, we'll be getting a profit of $10 each on these guys. And if we spent $10 on the 6 figures in Lafayette and $10 on the Basin, well, look who just broke even. And we got them all for nothing. How about that, huh? I'm ready to play some Skylanders. By the way, I hear Imaginator sucks. If you're going to play Skylanders, don't play that one. But we simply couldn't leave them behind. Well, this is going to be a real greatest hit show, huh? All right, let's get back to Pompeii, and let's get blown up a couple more times. Let's run around panicked and accomplish basically nothing. That's Pompeii for you, baby. It's Darkest of Days for the Xbox 360. Let's do it. All right. Back to the audio. Back to the reminder that I failed. Thanks for that. We should have loaded this again. Sorry. I'm trying to think of a line. I was gonna say "smoke him if you got him," but and then kind of pair it up with Pompeii. Oh boy, is this week over yet? Can I just play the Dirty Dozen already? Please. All right, here we go. We're doing this one for Pat. Here we go. Come on, Patty. Come on, Spectres. Whoa! Hello! All right. So we'll go through this room. We'll kill Master Chief. Be ye friend or foe? Oh boy, you're foe. Okay. Alright, going around the turret. Oh boy! Guys coming in! You know what I like is that smack that happens when a portal opens. Oh my gosh. I can't see them to the bush! Can I get some help? There's no cover in here! What a nightmare. There was no hope for Pompeii, and there's no hope for this voyage whatsoever. God. Look, if we could get down the automated turret, I'll be happy. Can we try and at least get down the automated turret? Maybe we can. Let's see what happens. All right, let's do it again. Here we go! Okay. Woo! Breaking the record on load times in this voyage. Hello? Oh boy! Ah! Alright, so that's some sort of time travel portal. Keep an eye on it. Let's try and clear the line. Are you a bad guy? You are. I love how every one of these guys look like Master Chief. They knew what they were doing. Oh, I mean, this is Xbox. Oh, is that a disabler? Okay, we gotta disable that first. Oh no! I was reloading, I wasn't disabling! Please leave me be! Ah! I'm actively reloading incorrectly. I'm incorrectingly reloading. If you're not sure what the active reload is, it's new to me. See that little, every time I reload, there's a little area. Okay, here we go. Deactivated! Alright, now it's just me and you. Oh god, where'd that door go? Get me back in there. Ooh. Alright, unbloody, come on.
Situation compromised. Beta 3 protocol initiated.
Jeez. Yeah, you gotta hit that little green area when you reload. You gotta press the reload button a second time. If you don't, you basically botch the reload, and it'll take you longer to get your clip in there into the gun. Actually, pretty intense mechanic, especially in the middle of a firefight. And man, have I botched my share of them. All right, so is this where the turret is?
Morris, get down! Those auto
Well, how do I get? There's no other way out of here. All right, we're just gonna cross the line. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Okay. We're all right. Let's just unbloody a little bit. Let's just take a breath. Just take a breath here. Okay. Okay, running past the turret. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Okay. Look at the pumice! Yep. Oh! I don't even think we can break it. No! It feels so good though! Alright, well. Oh, and that's it? Invisible wall? An invisible wall! Get me over on this side. No. Oh boy, Hoplight's coming at us. Sorry, guys. That was fair, right? Spear versus high-power futuristic shotgun. You know what? Guess what, everybody? Guess what? Yeah. That's what I say to your invisible walls. We're out of here. Whew. Wow. I think Pompeii may have the. I can't say that. I was gonna. It could possibly have like the. I'm gonna guess. This is in no way historically accurate. I think Pompeii has got to be like the fastest civilization to ever just be destroyed by a natural disaster. I feel like that's exactly what happened to this voyage. This could be the shortest one we ever have. Because I don't know what to do here. It's invisible walls! It's supposed to be a freeform town, but I can't jump over some ash, and I can't even blow up the turret. We've all been there, right? What do you say we do the mail back? Okay. Let's lick our wounds into the mail back. All right, let's go. Monologue ruined by the parrot. Open to the game ruined by exposition. Skylanders in the chest as a so-called deal. And finally, invisible walls. Well, I'll tell you what. Leading up to now, it's not been pretty, but luckily on this show, we've always been able to count on you guys to send us a letter and make things interesting on the way out. Okay? Let's see what we got in the mailbag. Let's take a look. What's the story with the parrot, says Rich So Cash. Alright. Hetero Gamer 84. What happened to you introducing your parrot? Okay. Crumb and Bass. Give the people what they want and bring the parrot out. It's your moment! We actually picked this guy up while we were out in... Hi. While we were out in Mexico City. How about that, huh? We picked it up, of course, from a pawn shop. Of course. And we happened to get him for $4.99. We looked this guy up, and apparently he came out many years ago as a toy for children, and he came with a remote. The remote will actually allow you to teach him how to say things. And you can actually make him record something. Let's see if he wants to play. Let's play! No, he doesn't. And you know what? I'm okay with that. We could order the remote. The remote's rare, it's expensive. And wouldn't it be amusing if at any moment I could have him say, like, gaming on the Galleon, or huzzah to the tipper. You know, like all those alerts out there. We could make him our dancing bear, our little sidekick, our little plaything. But I asked myself, how is that in the spirit of living in a pirate ship? Why would we make him jump through hoops? Piracy's all about freedom, right? So, we're not going to get him his little remote control. We're going to make sure the shackles of being some brat's toy are off his little legs, that are adorable, by the way. We may even get him a perch one day. But most importantly, he's not going to be a dancing bear. He's going to be another guy here just trying to get through life. We're going to let him live. And if he has to say, I'm hungry, if he has to say, what you doing, or if he has to ignore my commands when I say things like, let's play, then we're going to let him do that. Okay? Even an artificial life form is still a life form, as far as I'm concerned. And since he is an android, I thought it'd be only fitting if we called him by the price we got him. So I introduce you to our new shipmate, $4.99. We'll see what he can teach us, and we'll see what we can teach him as the voyages go on. All right? All right. Here you go. Take it easy, pal. Roll some 20-sideds. All right, guys. I think we're going to let it go. Okay? We're going to wrap her. All right? The Dirty Dozen's coming. Our next voyage, I usually don't like to tie voyages into one another. I like them to be independent. But I'm looking down the barrel of a month of nothing but 12 NES games. And I'm going to do 2 voyages. And if I'm going to do 2 voyages that month, they got to be on the 12 games I can play. My advice to you, enjoy each and every game you have. Because each and every one of them can connect you to a different world and even to people you love. All right? Without further ado, we'll see you next time. Not sure when. Not sure where. But I know one thing for certain. Wherever we end up, we're going to go there together. So until next time, farewell and adieu to ye fair Spanish maidens. Farewell and adieu, ye ladies of Spain, for we received orders for to get buried in Pompeii, and lo, nevermore shall we see ye all gone. Keep your powder dry,